My sis came from Jamaica on a K-1 visa in November of 2013, but unfortunately the relationship did not work out. She got married in 2015 to someone else, and he filed for her in August of 2016. They did their interview in February of 2018. But now it's been since February 2018, and her case is still not approved. What can be done, or can she do? It is an extreme hardship case. Her husband is disabled. Can he file for her children, who are now 17 and 21?
First of all, the case will never get approved. It's going to get denied. Because if you come here on a fiancé visa and you don't marry the person you were supposed to come on a fiancé visa with, and you marry somebody else, that is a permanent bar to adjusting your status, no matter what disability this man has. What you would need to do instead is a 601A waiver, which is the provisional waiver, based on hardship because he's disabled. Go home, come back, and then yes, he can also file for the children. So you're doing everything wrong, but we can fix it. Give us a call.
Awesome. Our next one comes from Jess Nurse, saying, hey, my mom applied for me and my sister who are over the age of 21 in the year of 2015, and her citizenship wasn't out as of yet. However, she received her citizenship in 2018, and she updated her status in ours, so she is now a citizen of the U.S. At the place she received her citizenship, they told her that my sister and I would be up within a couple of months because they told her our priority date passed. We already received the letter of approval from the I-130, but is it going to go on 2 years and we still haven't heard, or it's been going on for 2 years and still haven't heard anything or received her final papers?
All right, Mom, I got it. Mom needs to contact the National Visa Center and start processing. If your priority date is current, she has to let the National Visa Center know that she has become a citizen and start processing for you. It just doesn't happen by magic. So Mom has to do something, and apparently Mom's not doing what she needs to do. So give us a call. That's really what it comes down to.
Awesome.
We've got a question from Real New Moon on Instagram,
Yes.
who said, what does it mean if USCIS requests for initial evidence on my I-485? They said
It means you didn't do the application right. So they're asking for evidence that should have been submitted with the initial application.
She's wondering if that's going to cause a delay.
Yes, it does.
Even if she sent it as soon as she got it?
Yes, you are delayed up until the moment that immigration receives it. And then, only then, is it like they received your application. So let's say you filed in February and you get the notice for initial evidence in March, and you return everything in May. It's as if you filed in May.
Oh, no.
Yes.
All right, Babu Rao has a question saying, do you have to mention even traffic citation on the N400 app? And what required documents
any time you've been arrested other than a traffic infraction. So I don't know what was involved in that traffic infraction.
But it says traffic citation.
Traffic citation, no. If that traffic citation was you were driving 120 miles an hour and you got brought to the police station, yes. So I don't know what happened.
Okay, and what required documents should someone take to the interview when applying for the 5-year rule?
Proof that you filed your taxes, any dispositions if you were arrested in the past, and your green card, your passport, your social security card.
We've gotten this question a lot lately from some concerned Filipinos, Brad.
Okay, concerned Filipinos.
Concerned Filipinos.
Just Filipinos.
I'm assuming, you tell me.
Okay.
With the closing of the immigration department in Manila, is that actually going to affect any future applicants or applicants that already have their applications in?
No, it will not, because it is USCIS that's closing down, not the U.S. consulate. That's the U.S. consulate that gives all of the green cards, not the U.S. consulate. I mean, not USCIS. So don't worry, Filipinos. Everything will be fine.
All right, Mr. Onaginor saying, my I-130 petition was approved and I had my interview December in Naples, Italy last year, and I was given a form DS-5535, and my passport was kept by CO.
By the council officer.
Okay. And until now, my CEAC shows administrative process, and it's almost been 7 months now.
You need time. You need to get somebody involved now. 7 months, and they haven't made a decision. This is the Trump administration delaying. A visa delayed is a visa denied. Don't make your visa denied forever. So you need someone to contact the embassy and say, hey, what the hell's going on here? That's basically it.
Grisaurus Lopez said, is it mandatory to celebrate a wedding in order for my husband and I to submit a change of status for him?
No, there's no requirement that you have to have a big my Greek wedding.
Right, okay.
Or they have a new one now. It's not. There was a new wedding movie.
Is there?
I think so.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians, right?
That's
Which was my Greek wedding, but for Asians.
Right.
You don't need to have this crazy wedding to prove it's a bona fide marriage. So having a big wedding doesn't prove it's a real marriage. Living together and having a financial relationship proves it's a real marriage.
I've been married from 2014. My husband moved out and left for the past year and 8 months. He had a baby while we both were still married from 2017. I filed for my removal of condition applying for my 10-year. My husband living with the other woman and had the baby. I'm having a problem now. My lawyer's telling me that I have to file a divorce and continue my paperwork. Is this true?
So she got a 2-year green card?
Does not say that. It's just saying that she's filing for her removal of condition.
Oh, okay. So she got her 2-year green card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So if this is the story. When you have filed to remove the conditions of your permanent residence, the law doesn't require you stay in a happy marriage. The law just wants to know that you are in a real marriage. The law gives you 4 ways to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. Whichever is the best way, this is what you do. One way is you and your husband or you and your spouse file together. And you show you still live together. That's the best way. You got married. 2 years later, you got your green card. 2 years later, you're going to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. Me and my spouse still live together. Here we are. Voila. We live together in the same house. We share the same bed. We share the same bank accounts. We file taxes together. Blah, 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 blah. Good marriage. But sometimes you don't live together anymore. What do you do? Well, if that's the case, you need to file a waiver based on one of 3 scenarios. 1, it was a real marriage and we're now divorced, which is what your lawyer is saying to do. 2, it was a real marriage and we don't live together anymore because I'm an abused spouse. Or it was a real marriage, but we don't live together anymore, and there would be a hardship to me if I were to go home. The easiest thing to prove is it was a real marriage and we're divorced. Here's my divorce decree, and here's the proof it was a real marriage. So I like that as the best of the scenarios when you are no longer living with your spouse.
How do I prove that my marriage is real when I live in Alabama and my husband is Jamaica? But wait, there are some extenuating circumstances.
Here's the pickle.
Mm-hmm.
I travel back and forth every few months, and I spend a few months at a time with him
that's
in
proof.
Jamaica. I can't completely move until we get him approved because I've got medical appointments and
That's
things
proof.
to do here. We call and text and video call several times a day when
That's
we're
proof.
apart. Also, we've rented an apartment together, and that's where
proof.
he's living in Jamaica.
And you send money to help support him.
Right.
All proof. You just proved it.
Right.
Mazel tov.
Great.
Okay, next.
All proof.
Killed
That was
Yes.
easy.
Girl,
Yeah.
just send in your YouTube comment and
Exactly.
you're done.
Right.
No,
Right.
that's not how that works.
But exactly, send in the documents that support that YouTube document, and you're all good.
And you're
So
good.
are all documents okay? Because I know my friends that went for an interview and they were trying to put in the Venmo documents, like,
Right.
and they were giving them a hard time.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's because they didn't
because
have.
immigration wears blinders.
Right.
That's why you need lawyers.
Exactly. That's what I was
Right.
going to say. That's why you need lawyers, because
you
they
need
didn't
lawyers.
have a lawyer with
That's
them.
right.
So I came here on an F1 visa and I'm still within status. I'm planning to get married in Vegas. My fiance is a U.S. citizen. However, we will be residing in Washington, D.C. Will this be a problem when I'm filing for USCIS because of the different states?
No, you can get married in any state as long as you and your spouse are living together. That's the key thing. So go to Vegas, enjoy your marriage, go have fun, and go live with him in another state. That's perfectly good. Wow, one-handed
Hangover.
lawyer. Look at me, one-handed. What happened to this hand? I was just sitting. I was sitting on
That
the
one was
hand.
just like
I
this.
know. I look like I'm like paralyzed on this hand. Okay, no, I just got to stop something like this. All right, continue.
Very odd.
I was watching myself in the video. I'm like, why am I talking with one hand?
It's also weird because you're a big hand talker.
I
so
am a
it's
big
weird.
hand talker,
Like,
right,
one
right,
hand,
right,
yeah,
extra
yeah,
over there.
weird.
Exactly, right.
And our final question for now is from Jenny Fernandez on YouTube, who said, my husband and I are both green card holders, and we're about to file for my 24-year-old daughter. How long is it going to take for her to actually come here? So we're going to assume daughter is not in the US.
Daughter's single, about 7 years, unfortunately.
Ooh.